Motherfuckers wanted to see Jelly Roll, Post Malone.
Featuring Toby Keith,
Billy Bob, and fucking...
and fucking Kid Rock as a surprise.
That's what they wanted. American Badass! That's what the Super Bowl wanted this year. They wanted Kid Rock out there.
No, for sure.
3,000 white boys in tank
shooting
tops.
at Budweiser.
Shooting at deer in the crowd. You didn't know about the boom? These dudes go to... All right, they got big going to Costco, right? And they started making these little TikTok videos where they be like... Yeah, all right, first of all, let me break this down. The dad is like this Italian dude, but like... They look like Family Guy characters in real life to me. Like, they look bugged out. They look almost fake.
You know what? I may have... Right. I don't pay attention, but I think Costco I may have seen one. I didn't know if they were Costco, though.
Of course you're going to get the chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we're going to take the taste of the chicken bake. Yeah. Boom!
Yes.
We're Costco guys.
Chocolate cookie.
The double chocolate chunk cookie.
Yo, yeah. Yo, you two are why society has fallen,
hey,
bro.
5 booms.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo, done it up. Yo, you don't know nothing about the Costco guys?
Nah, man. Y'all are why we are where we are in society.
Let me make you Let me make you aware, sir. Okay, you have to know that shit is pop culture. You're right. It's terrible. But you gotta know about
shouldn't be
this
pop culture.
Because you know why I find that shit funny? Because it's so fucking stupid. And then when I found out the dad is like an ex-pro, he was trying to be a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
This dude was like he was an amateur wrestler, but like had a character and everything. And then they ended up getting signed. Like they got a.
So they probably started from like what, TikTok or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're the Costco guys. Of course we're gonna get the chicken bake.
And now they're famous.
Wildly famous. They have a. What about? We give the boom. We give the boom to you.
Yo, I hate this shit so much.
Mario doesn't know about the Costco guys. That
shit. I hope. Yo, you know what? Respect to them, whatever.
But I don't hate. Bro. I don't hate. There's a pocket for everything, kid.
Yeah,
you could come out and be. I'm Mario Benitez, the Beanie Man hand.
I would never become the Beanie Man hand.
I'm Mario Benitez, the Beanie Hat Man. You want to see the Beanie Hat Man? You could just be that's it.
Hey, I would never continue to do that.
If that shit made,
I still would.
If you made like $1 million off that real quick, I guarantee you'll be the Beanie Man.
Nah, you think I would really do that?
Mario,
you knowing me,
Mario, absolutely.
If it made $1 million, that already means that I don't gotta keep doing it.
Nah, if it makes $1 million, it means that you're gonna go. I made $1 million doing this stupid shit.
Nah, I think there's some things you gotta be above, bro.
You're lying.
If you were alright, so if you were some goofy shit,
mm-hmm.
like you think you would just keep doing it because it's some goofy dumb shit, like you don't have.
It depends on. Let's talk goofy.
If they don't care about evil intentions no more or some shit.
Nah, but that's different because I already got that. No, it's not
because you're already being like a.
No,
you're becoming a caricature of yourself.
Yeah, but I already have that. That's not everybody's situation. You know what I'm saying? That's a very unique situation. Most people aren't creators in a space who do go and do that.
Well, I'm just saying that is
most people will just keep to that one thing they got going on. That's just the truth. It's not many people who, like, if you're a comedian, you do that, and you're not like doing mass serious content at the same time. That's not a thing. You see the comedy guys stick to their niche. They stick to their comedy shit. Or the true crime people stick to the true crime shit. Or they branch off into like commentary style shit in the same vein. But just talking as a creator in general, like if I was somebody who just happened to be someone who popped off of something silly like that, bro, you understand how much money we're talking? You would definitely be the Beanie Hat Man.
Nah, I get what you're saying, and I just don't think I would, bro.
I don't care what you think. Cause I know.
How you gonna tell me what
I know?
No, you don't.
Yes,
I'm telling you right now.
Yes, I do. You never experienced that in your life. You can't possibly.
For something that goofy when I'm trying to do other things.
Bro.
You get what I'm saying?
That character will stick around. Trust me. your boys will be hitting you up like, yo, we got to collab with the Beanie Hat Man.
I think it's different. Like, it's almost the same idea as like Jaleel White becoming Urkel.
Yeah, but
right? But he had a show. And even that
it's a job, bro. That's my point. Like, it's not that deep. It's not this whole thing. Like, you could be a goofy motherfucker for a few years, make a bag, and go slide off somewhere else.
Yeah, but then maybe you can't do what you really want to be doing.
Yeah, but that's a decision. I'm just saying, if you're somebody who is just...
Well, I'm letting it be known right now. I would not be the what is it?
Listen,
I just won't.
I mean, if you...
And maybe that's why I'll never be a big... success or whatever the fuck, because I don't pick that niche, but it's like that's how I feel about fat jokes on the stage. I know I'm fat, but I'm not gonna. There's mad comics that just because they're fat, they go and do 15 minutes. That's their whole set.
Well, my only point from the beginning was that there is a niche for everything. It's about what you want. Nobody asked if you like. It's whether you want to do something like that or would is not really the point. It's the fact that it's possible. So, yeah, if you came out and decided to do some goofy shit, like, believe it or not, you might have done a skit that people already think is that goofy. Because they don't understand your fucking personality.
Yeah.
They don't understand your
And I get how that could stick.
So they could see you as Macho Man and be like, this shit is mad corny, but you liked it, and you might do that another 10 times because it made you $500,000 the other 3 times. Yeah. So it's all a matter of perception and seeing, like, what's corny and, like... That Costco guy shit is buffoonery to me. Like, I find that shit goofy, but it's the goofiness that I can laugh about because it's so stupid. Like, you're not going to really put that on among friends and be like, yo, this shit is hot. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
but me and Matt could have a...
But there's a percentage where you're laughing at them and not with them.
That's exactly what it is.
Which is fucked up.
I mean, fuck it. They want... That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do like
it works.
It works. Everybody like, yo, bro, that kind of comes with it. There's nothing funny about what you're doing anyway. Like that whole, of course I'm gonna eat the chocolate cookie. Like that shit is not funny. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's corny. But I could like really laugh at you for that. Like, yo, you're corny for that. You're a goofball. Like, why are you talking like this? You're a grown ass man. There's any number. People love to hate those dudes.
You see, I just don't know if I would want to be that.
Nah, listen.
Maybe because what I'm trying to do, and maybe it's some other fucking, maybe it's dumb. Maybe it's a dumb idea. Maybe you need to sell, but to me, that's like selling yourself short if you're trying to do other things.
Yeah, it just depends, man. It's all about timing and just how deep you feel. I don't think it's that deep. I think it's as simple as playing a character or just being goofy. That shit took off for one reason. It's because you struck a nerve. Either you struck a funny nerve or you struck a nerve with people that are like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's always been around. It's kind of like Ice JJ Fish. Yeah. Terrible singing. You know he's doing that shit on purpose. Like, nobody could sing that bad and not be aware how shitty of a singer they are, right? But the guy kept doing it because it just sold. People love to hate that type of shit. And it's kind of funny how bad it is.
Yeah, I don't know if, like, it's like selling yourself for, instead of 15 minutes of fame, even worse, 15 seconds.
Man, fuck all that, bro. You can make bags in such a crazy way these days that I don't think people are even thinking that far. Right now, people are just like, yo, I'm making money. Let's see what then they figure out what they want to do later. It's like there's no game plan now. Everything is just, shit could just happen. You know what I mean? Shit could just happen. There's a lot of motherfuckers that people didn't think were going to be around more than 15 minutes. Niggas are going on 15 years.
Yeah.
Fucking.
No, I get it. And maybe that's like a, I ain't even trying to get this deep on it, but maybe that's like a thing for me. Because, like, I can't even stay consistent with the social media thing because I don't like doing, and don't get me wrong, I know I've put out things that aren't that good, right? Because I've tried it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like to stay that consistent, you got to do so many things that aren't that good that, it's like that I don't even like doing that shit.
It
like,
depends, though. That's really bad. That really is just a matter of how you see things. Because if you say that to a dude like LeJuan James, right, that dude, every skit was funny.
No, he's done, of course. But if you go through
certain skits were funnier than others. Other people might be like, yo, this dude's fucking corny. Like, it's tired already. Like, this shit is corny. But it worked for him. And there was a large demographic of people who found that shit hilarious. And he's still doing it. You know what I mean? Even though he's fucking been doing shit for like big companies.
Yeah, but even what he does, I think, is different from a lot of shit that people pop off with.
Yeah,
because I feel like his got like a sketch to it, like it has like movements. I think he's even a little better than the normal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
there's a difference.
I'm just addressing like what you said about you have to like stay consistent. You have to do so much that doesn't land, versus the amount of things that do land. I'm just saying if you have that type of drive, you could definitely make every skit hit if you feel like it. It's just about what you choose to put out. That's where the decision comes. Like, what are you choosing to put out? Like,
yeah, I've always had that problem cutting down ideas. It's like when I go sit down to write, I start thinking about like, and maybe it's because like my goals are different. Like I do wish I could get trusted being a writer for like a actual sitcom or like an actual like I would love to actually get one of my screenplays brought to life, which is like, you know, those are works when you don't come from money like us. It's kind of hard to just go, yo, I need to do a feature.
Yeah.
Now I've been sitting. How long have I been trying? I actually sat down and written different feature-length scripts. You know, I've done it for a while now. But it's like, who's gonna give me that money?
Yeah.
Who's actually gonna even read it? I know there's actual places for shit that you could hand it out and get it read, but it's kind of hard to like, especially when you haven't done the work yet to get to that. So that's how my mind thinks. Like, I
think it's just a better idea. I feel you. Everybody has their own thing, but there are no rules no more. That whole shit about having to put in this many years or all that shit.
Oh yeah,
that shit went out the window.
I just say I know I would not be, unless it's from my head.
You could be thinking like that right now and taking your sweet time getting shit perfect, and there'll be a dude half your age come out the door running with content that some was good, some was bad, but there's one thing that just he did so well that fucking now you see him on TV, and that's how it's happening all the time.
Yeah, because that's what gets the views, the clicks.
Yeah, I mean, not only the clicks,
but I also think that's why art has diminished. Art is such bullshit now for most. You gotta seek it so much, and it's so rare. That's why, like the Super Bowl, right? That's why so many people don't even appreciate that.
Well, I mean, the Super Bowl is different though, because here's the thing: the Super Bowl, we just saw the Kendrick performance, and right now the country's divided. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now the whole country's talking about like, was it a good performance? They hated it. They loved it. Some people are like, yo, the message, and like anybody who don't know Kendrick doesn't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? I liked it because I know Kendrick stuff. It was a very Kendrick performance. It didn't feel like a Super Bowl performance. It just felt like a very, spot on Kendrick thing to do. Like, the amount, the energy, the dancers, the all black cast, you know what I mean? Everything about it was spot on to what he would do. And I know why he selected certain tracks to go the way they did. But that was something anybody could have seen that coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he always does. You know what I mean? But 90% of a lot of people who don't know shit about hip hop or give a fuck about Kendrick, they're not looking at it for that. You know what I mean? They're trying to see like fucking Fergie.
Yeah,
Christina Aguilera, some bullshit.
It's mind-numbing entertainment. Entertain me. Oh, I want it's you actually made me realize
that. And not that Christina Aguilera is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No. What I'm saying, and they're not mind-numbing, but they're like pop. They just they want to dance. They want to. What I thought, and I didn't even realize it the first time, because I kind of felt like that initially, and you made me realize it more, was that how artistic it was. Mm-hmm. That piece was a message to America, like in front of the president. Yeah. At the Super Bowl, the most watched thing during this time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's what Kendrick is. He's a fucking artist. Yeah. And I'm like, and that's why so many people, even people that like hip hop, go, oh, I can't rock with this. It's like, yo, but you need somebody to have a message. Right. You need somebody to come with the art. Yeah. And like, you can't always sell yourself to be just some. Of course, there's lanes for it, and you want the the more I just want to feel good, dancey, whatever the fuck. And those got emotions too. But sometimes you need somebody to come embed messages for the time.
Yeah.
And like,
you know,
and
like
it's the art of it. Like, you need
mean,
artists.
Really, well, all that you get from this, really, in my opinion, is I don't have no problem with the performance because, like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, the way he called him out again, and it's kind of like, you know, he's making it clear that it's over, like game over, bro. Like I don't have to keep doing this to you. Like it don't matter. The message has been made. You know, it's been proven, and the guy won, and it's over. Like I think he realizes that he's kind of putting the song to rest. You know what I mean? I don't even think he would entertain unless it just. I don't see. There's really no beef anymore. To me, it's just like you just got fucking destroyed, and that's it. Drake is a superstar. He's fine. Like it's just an ego thing, and it's like certain shit is getting, you know, behind the scenes getting ruffled. But in terms of fans, bro, Drake has so many fans. There's no way he could feel like he's not feeling it as much as people want to act like he's feeling it, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, where Kendrick is getting him is the fact that he was able to knock two birds down with one stone because there's a lot of similarities between him calling out Drake and people calling out the left and right. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like the whole thing he said, the revolution will be televised. You picked the right time but the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? That could be him talking about what's going on with his beef, and it could be him. You chose the wrong guy, like to lead the country. You know what I'm saying? He's saying this while all his dancers are around him forming the American flag. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's talking about current shit. You chose the wrong guy.
Yeah, it's like double entendres and triple entendres.
Right.
Even if it is performance.
Right.
It's genius shit.
There's
It's
shit
artistic.
on top of and then the whole thing about Samuel L. Jackson. I'm a big Samuel L. Jackson fan. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is me, your uncle, Sam. If you were paying attention to that beef in Family Matters, Drake said, I want to speak to your uncle because I want to speak to the man of the house.
Yeah.
This your uncle, Sam. He chose Samuel L. Jackson, like a direct, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was a double entendre also. And then the whole thing of him saying like, too ghetto, to like, it's all the shit that we already knew was going to come after the performance.
Bro, and you know what's genius about the performance? So many things, actually. So one thing that's even, like, in real life, Samuel L. Jackson, like, Donald Trump tried to shit on him and try to say he didn't know him and everything. Right. And Samuel L. Jackson called him out for being weird.
Yeah.
For trying to charge him that when he never went to his... He never stood at his Mar-a-Lago place.
Yeah.
He tried to say that he was a member of that club.
Wow.
It was like had him on the thing just so he could look better.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he was like, yo, I don't even go there. Why are you trying to like he was like, yo, and then like they hung out and they did play before and he was like, well, I've never met this guy after that. He was like, yo, all I was trying to say was that I wasn't a member because I wasn't. And that's it. And then he just like made this big shit like a little kid, like, oh, I don't even know him. Like he's like, no, we got pictures, like we played golf together.
Yeah.
He was like, you're not that good. Like, he just, and like weird shit, bro. So he called, like, even him being there, but also just the performance, right? So I think even the whole idea of how he came out, and like he said, he was like, oh, this was too ghetto because of that first track, which is more of like a old school hip hop sound type of shit, you know? And then ending, like, give America what they wanted no matter what, was the track going at Drake. So I think he was even poking a little fun at himself for playing into the zeitgeist of it all.
Right.
Meaning like, oh, so this is what I'm going to do, and everybody now is going to sing along.
Yeah, like, look at where I'm at. Like, I can't not play this song. Look what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a dig at himself as well, like, where it's like, well, you guys kind of left me no choice. I've accepted this spot where I'm at. I got to play the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and...
Did you also notice this? That the stage was... the PlayStation buttons.
Yeah.
It was the square, X, triangle, circle.
Yeah.
So it was like it's all a game.
Yeah.
Like yo, I'm like, oh shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was apparently that came directly from him.
Yeah, like bro, it's all a game, and everybody's
like you think back to lyrics that he had like in his old tracks, like fucking ADHD, a PlayStation, that's some drink. And technology, rubbing soul. That shit, like he's been referencing shit like that since years ago. So it's cool to see it still being prevalent.
Yo, dude, you need artists, bro. I
No,
get
I mean-
I get the whole like, yo, but get it how anyway, but you need that type of
No,
art.
no, of course. But again, it's about you choosing when and how you want to do that. Kendrick had to play the game too. He came into the game with some commercial sounds because he knew that's what was going to get him where he needed to get. Once he was in the position, he was able to call his own shots, do what he wants. You know what I'm saying? That's like me doing what I do or you doing what you do. You could do it by the book and do it a certain way to get the certain. But the second I'm in a position where it's like, yo, so it's in your control. What are you doing now? And it's like, all right, so basically like you could just fucking spin the whole shit on people, and that's what he did. Like he's been doing that consistently with his music for years. To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't the record people wanted. You know what I mean? After a Good Kid, Mad City, it was a very jazzy, very different type of album. It had a lot of influence of like funk. You know what I mean? It was different. It was hard for people to get used to, but it made perfect sense. Once you heard that whole body of work together, it was like, oh shit, like I see where he's going with this, and you just kind of rolled with it because it made perfect sense for how he did it.
Yeah, I think it was executed because like, how many people are actually talking about it?
Yeah,
And the conversations that had to open up from it, like, yo, people had to really take time to go, oh shit, like whether you agree with it, whether you hated it, whether whatever, at least it got a conversation sparking.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just the whole thing about respecting the culture in general. You know what I mean? Like you can't really be. I don't care who's cool with who or like what type of shit you got brewing in the back. Like you can't really be screwing people over or like getting a reputation for being an asshole behind the scenes, because when you start going down, people who remember that shit are like, word. I remember when that motherfucker was an asshole. I remember that, and they let you sink, and now everybody got a story to tell. That's how you play. That's how you play with other people's fucking shit over the years. And it's like it feels like he made mad enemies over the years. I don't know what the fuck he did. But
Yeah, what's that? The whole thing like be kind on your way up.
yeah, because you're gonna see those same people on your way down. Exactly. You gotta be kind, man. Like you gotta show love to everybody, bro. Show love to everybody. Like you don't gotta kiss ass or nothing like that, but
Show love to people who show love to you and always lead with respect.
yeah,
I think that's the way to go about things, because you could also show love and show respect, and somebody could just be an asshole to you, and then you just gotta, you gotta be indifferent to that. You gotta cut that off.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't give that a chance.
No, of course.
But if you always lead with respect and try to show love to those that show love, on your way down, you'll be brought back up.
Yeah, I mean, that goes for anything. It's like when people, it's like you being a comedian, right? You could be on stage saying a certain thing, and if somebody heckles you, says some stupid shit, if you come out and shit on them, they're gonna call you, oh, you're sensitive for a comedian, right? Not you barking on somebody like, don't make fun of me. Not like that. Some girl just did that recently.
Yeah.
Some fucking dumbass.
What, like comedy thing?
Yeah, she like wilded out because a guy was like, she heckled the front row and the guy shitted on her back, and she didn't know how to combat that, and she just like really got pissy.
So in the audience, she flipped out.
No, the woman on stage.
Oh, the comedian.
The comedian.
Oh, come on.
Was like, don't look at me in my eyes. You don't do that. You don't fucking do that. Like, try to scold the guy. He's like, yo, you're really corny. Like, it was so embarrassing. It's cringy. Like, if I saw you do that, I would never go to your shows again.
I've had one moment where the person was saying such crazy shit that it just became real.
Yeah, but you see, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Because there are people that you could say a joke that someone don't like, and they'll just be completely corny. And it's like, all right, you're in the wrong because you're at a comedy show.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, you shut the fuck up and make the decision if you want to come again or not.
Yeah.
It's not my job to fucking adjust my jokes to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I just had to break, and I was mad that I let them get me to serious point, but they were that out of line.
Right.
So
Now,
it was like, but I guess that is different.
You got to see the video. It's like it's been trending like the last 2 days. It's goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
But that kind of stuff is like, there are people who think that just because you do something, you can't criticize or you can't say something about it. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on the situation. You know what I mean? Like, this whole Kendrick performance, people were going to judge it because half the people who are there don't fucking listen to hip-hop.
Yeah, at all.
You know
A lot of people that You got motherfuckers in Nebraska.
Motherfuckers wanted to see Jelly Roll and Post
Yeah.
Malone
Yeah.
go up there
They
with.
wanna see-
Motherfuckers wanted to see Jelly Roll, Post Malone
featuring Toby Keith.
featuring Toby Keith, Billy Bob, and fucking.
And fucking Kid Rock as a surprise.
That's what they wanted. American Badass. That's what the Super Bowl wanted this year. They wanted Kid Rock out there. With
no, for sure.
3,000 white boys in tank
Shooting
tops.
at Budweiser.
Shooting at deer in the crowd. American Bad. Like, they wanted to turn. Yo, come on, man. Like, you're not gonna. Like, excuse me. There have been plenty of all the Super Bowl shit been goofy.
Yeah.
It's goofy. Like, the Super Bowl was talked about more than the fucking game. People, I haven't seen shit about you're looking at me crazy. Trending topic right now. Look up what that is.
No,
it's not the Eagles.
Yeah. You're talking about the halftime.
Right. The halftime show is what's being talked about the most.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why is because everybody also wanted the Chiefs just to lose.
Yeah.
And then they got blown out. So that game wasn't a good game.
Right.
And it was also just like, everybody was like, yo, fuck the Chiefs. It's kind of like how, like, you know, even though a lot of people are for the political climate right now, a lot of people are also like, yo, fuck the political climate. So you see that play out in the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the whole night kind of just worked itself out to be an artistic night.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meanings within that night.
Yeah.
You know, you also saw America's team that's been like, oh, we're just winning nonstop, and I'm fucking Patrick Mahomes, and I'm gonna come back no matter what. We're just get destroyed by fucking Philadelphia. Like,
Every time I turned around, I was like, "Oh my God, Philadelphia!" I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Is that a replay?"
Yeah, my man.
You see the score going up, like, damn.
When my man did the pouty lip. Yo, I'm like, yo, you really? That defensive line in Philly was working him so hard. I mean, like, yo, he really did that. Like,
It hit him.
Yo,
I see Travis Kelce leaving the arena in his like sparkly ass suit, like the suit he thought he was gonna be wearing after he won.
that shit.
He had the John Travolta.
Oh shit, for real?
That shit, he looked like a disco ball.
He
But
thought
he was just walking out with his
had
duffel,
the Sunday-
quiet, like
Sunday Night Fever.
nobody else around. It's like, damn, that shit is dead when you lose.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Philly though, man. I fucks with Philly.
Nah, shout out to Philly, bro. I said I was like, there's gonna be a riot no matter who wins.
Oh yeah, you know, if any of my teams were going against them, of course I'd be like, yo, fuck it. But Philly, I fucking respect Philly, man. A lot of good people over there. My favorite white girls. I've said that before on this podcast. Philadelphia, bro.
Yeah, Philly's cool, man. I haven't been out there in a hot minute though.
When was the last time you out there?
I think, shit, I don't know. Honestly, I think it might have been that time that we went out there.
Oh shit, that's a shock.
Like Philly to like kick it in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out there maybe like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, you performed out
for
there
a weekend, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, the whole Super Bowl, I was like, it was something like America's sport, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's
it played
kinda like-
like this whole. It's a very like that night actually could be written about in historical books to represent the time,
Yeah.
and I think it's an interesting.
It's a
thing
lot of
to-
conflict, a
to
lot of
play in
tension.
sports.
There's people from other countries I saw on TikTok talking about the Super Bowl halftime. So it's like even other countries were watching it. It wasn't even just like usually it's just America that really pays attention.
Yeah, and that's because the song was a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The work was done prior. They were very smart in getting him for that because it had the most eyes on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like it had that shit.
Well, it broke the record for most views.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know if it was just
People
the
were
halftime.
trying everything so Kendrick would have performed. Like, oh my God, Lil Wayne. How can't Lil Wayne perform?
Yo,
it?
people gotta stop with. I've seen me mad people going, "Oh, we should have got Wayne." No, you shouldn't, man.
Like, we should have got Wayne. That first of all, let's hold on. That's never been a fucking thing. Oh, the Super Bowl's in New Orleans. The person from New Orleans got to perform.
Nah.
That's never been a fucking thing. Wasn't the Super Bowl last year in Vegas?
Yeah,
It's
and they,
fucking Usher.
yeah.
That motherfucker ain't from no fucking Vegas. Beyonce performed. She's from Texas. Like, this shit got nothing to do with who performs. It's about who's hot. That motherfucker couldn't even perform at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Nah, dude, he's a good rapper, but
Nah, fuck
his
with
live
Wayne, but like, what the
performances,
fuck? I just want
his
to.
live
I'm not even gonna
performances
take
are
it out
rough.
on that. It's just I don't understand where that shit came from. Like, why Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking joking? You know how many big ass artists are out right there? They could have fucked around and said, "Yo, get Charlie XCX or whatever her fucking name is, Post Malone, and like fucking."
They could have got Adele.
They could have got
Yeah.
anybody else.
Like, yo, just a Toby Keith. Like,
but
this Kid Rock.
Jay-Z runs that shit though. He runs the entertainment side of the NFL, so. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I knew, man, people weren't gonna understand it. There's been some white ass NFL fucking halftime
Jocks.
shows, like some real gonna hold my baby, gonna hold her tight ass halftime shows, and nobody says anything like, man, this is too white, like, because
Everybody got a
gives
chance.
fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. It's not that deep. But the second is like rap. Oh my god, never have another rap halftime show. You didn't say that when you had like the whole aftermath up there. You had Eminem,
They
Snoop
said it
Dogg,
that year too.
Dr.
People were
Dre.
pissed already too.
Yo, son.
Bro, people were pissed at every Super
Man,
Bowl
dudes with
performance.
4x4s were tight.
Yeah.
Dudes with 4x4s and visors. Oh my goodness.
They were definitely pissed off, man.
Yo.
Anybody with a Ford, they were just fucking upset.
There's so many dudes mowing their lawns the next day. Like, yeah, you watch the game? Yeah. Stick around for the halftime show? Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. Fuck no, brother. You watched the halftime show? Are you kidding? Man, I went outside and went to go play with the kids. I wasn't watching that shit. I wasn't watching that junk.
Yeah, me and Martha, that's the time we made a little extra dip right there,
You know, I just went out, and then you have the more modest people. Hey, did you catch the halftime show? Oh no, I had to stretch. I just went for a walk. Came back. I caught the end of it though. It was really good. It's really good. I liked it. It was nice.
Yeah, just
People fronting. That shit is. It was.
Who you think got the, like, other than, like, who's your favorite halftime shows you ever seen that you think killed
Yo,
it?
I'm gonna hold on to this for a good while because this is just my memory of how it works. I know there's been many. I know Michael Jackson fucking.
Bro, when he came out,
You know he drove the producers crazy, right?
yeah.
Because he stood there and wasted mad time on purpose. He stood out there for like 4 minutes without moving, and the crowd was just going
And
crazy.
the crowd was just
And
riling
the
up.
fucking producers are in the back like, this motherfucker's wasting time. We're going to get fined. Oh, my God. And it's Michael Jackson just standing there with the crowd going crazy.
Prince was good.
Black Eyed Peas.
But I don't remember that
Black
one.
Eyed Peas had one of the most insane
Is that when they
Super
brought
Bowl-
out a lot of different, like, artists and shit?
I really can't remember who they brought out, but I remember their set. It felt like it took up
They
the whole
have mad
field.
hits, though.
It felt they were that band, bro.
Yeah.
Like they had.
They have a lot of hits, and I think it was, like, they had a lot of, like, stage performance shit, right?
Yeah,
like
nah,
a marching band type shit.
I remember them having a really crazy fucking performance. I didn't Justin Timberlake perform the Super Bowl?
The Black Eyed Peas didn't do the national anthem that year, did they?
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
that's that's a bad look for Ferg.
Bad-
that's a bad one. That sucks. You see, that's how you could get stained for life because of one thing, bro.
Oh, say, can you see?
And then Draymond Green laughed, right? The Steph Curry.
you
They were all laughing.
Yeah. That wasn't the worst one. Have you seen the girl at the inauguration or like at a debate?
Mm.
She sang and she's like, "Oh no, I fucked up. Can we start over?" And they're like, "It's live." Have you seen that one?
Oh my
It's
god!
a bad.
For real?
Yo, it's bad. She's like, "Oh, sad." She's like, "Okay, I fucked up. Can we start over?" They're like, "Oh, it's live." And she's like, "Oh, say." She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." You know, she just.
Oh
You never
my
seen that?
God, nah, that's crazy,
Bro,
bro.
it's bad, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't Super Bowl, but it was the Thanksgiving when I think it was Creed. No, Creed. They did like they were flying in the air. You see the
What?
guys? the "Can You Take Me Higher" song, and they played it, and they were like,
Oh, and they had
"Fine."
the guys like
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
They're like
take?
Thanksgiving games,
They're like
yeah.
no.
This is
They're
like,
the shit
Yo,
that
like
Owen Hart
horses.
died from.
Look up some Super Bowls before we get out of here.
My favorite is probably Lady Gaga. I liked hers a lot. When she jumped from the roof.
I can't remember.
She jumped from the roof of the stadium and came down.
Usher's was pretty good.
Usher's was cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
What?
Usher performing at the Super Bowl was really crazy to me.
You think so?
Yeah, like it was so crazy to me, bro.
Dude, for those years those,
no,
like,
I didn't say.
6
I'm not
years,
saying it didn't make sense, but it was crazy to me. Like, damn, Usher really got.
he has mad hits, bro.
He got picked to play the Super Bowl. Like, you would expected that earlier in his career. You know what I mean?
But I feel like you should be. I think that was more surprising for the Kendrick thing, because I think he was like still early in his career. I still feel like Kendrick he's maybe, he's got work to do still.
Yeah.
I don't feel like everybody in the Super Bowl has usually been out for like they reached like towards not the tail end, but they already been around.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends. Like they change it a lot because like the last few years it hasn't been that way. Like there've been a lot of artists, but it's like artists kind of like in their second decade. You know
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh. Isn't where Justin Timberlake ripped off the?
Oh,
that
Janet
Super Bowl,
Jackson
right?
titty.
Yeah.
Yo, isn't that crazy that was like, I guess it was the Super Bowl, but that was at a point where everybody lost their shit. And then what was it, like Kanye with his girl? Like now she's just naked.
Pops up naked.
And it's just whatever. People used to go. And Janet Jackson, it wasn't an exposed titty. She had like a.
Well, he was supposed to rip off a certain thing to reveal her like corset or some shit, but it ripped off the whole thing.
You think that? I still think I think that was planned.
No, that part was planned.
Yeah.
But the part that wasn't planned was it exposing more than it did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was planned, but it wasn't supposed to show that. And then he didn't really, she took all the blame pretty much.
Yeah.
They changed all like laws for FCC. and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Whoever,
That shit was very real.
You want the top 10
Mm-hmm.
entertainment?
Yeah.
Is Bruno Mars?
Okay.
Bruno Mars was pretty good.
A couple years ago it was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
All that. Bruce Springsteen.
Wow. The boss. Okay.
See, they had one of there. That was the
one
Ford
of them,
truck guys.
Oh, my baby, gonna hold her tight.
That's definitely.
Lady Gaga. Jennifer Lopez, Shakira.
All right, that's upsetting to that, even though they like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's still that's one that could get the Ford Focus.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
U2.
Wow.
That's
Which I don't even remember that one. Prince.
Prince was a crazy one.
And then they had number one as Beyonce because I think she brought out Destiny's Child. I think that was the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I know that's somebody's list.
Yeah, it's
there.
like their own personal.
Yeah. There's so many more.
they should get Metallica to play one year.
Yeah, I mean,
Before
people
they,
have
like-
been requesting that.
Katy Perry when she brought out the Sharks. That was the Super Bowl, right?
I don't. Who? Katy Perry?
She brought like the Sharks. That was like a whole thing. It was like a meme.
Yeah,
promo.
she definitely did bring out some sharks. That was a Super Bowl, right?
I never know which is a Super Bowl, which is like the Grammys. I never know.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
They should definitely let Metallica play before anyone in that band dies, man.
Yeah.
Because they're getting older now, and they to be playing what they do still is rough. Is like they should definitely give them a Super Bowl, bro. I think they'll amp that shit up too.
Yeah, I mean, I just it ain't gonna happen with Jay-Z there. You're gonna have Linkin Park before you have Jay-Z, fucking Metallica.
Nah, you can't have Linkin Park now.
No.
Nah, they'll
Yeah.
have Linkin Park now, bro.
You don't think they would do Metallica? You don't think Jay-Z knows Metallica?
He knows everybody, but I don't see him being like, "Yo, Metallica."
Yo, you should get that shit makes you want to run a fucking run on the fucking O-line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of shit that would make sense.
That shit
But
makes you want to run a
I
route.
don't know. I don't know who would work.
With fireworks.
Who we got?
I can see Foo Fighters doing something like that too.
Didn't they play a Super Bowl?
I don't think they did. Did they? I don't think so.
It makes
I can definitely
sense.
see them doing it.
But Foo Fighters, nah. Foo Fighters.
Yeah, that's it.
You see that?
Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters. I don't know. I don't know what's up with them. You guys got to get behind me on Metallica. Y'all don't feel that?
It's kind of crazy that.
I mean, yeah.
That Taylor Swift hasn't done it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's gonna do it anytime soon now. Cause people were like booing her and shit.
Nah, she don't matter, bro. People think that shit don't matter.
You think she can still rock a halftime?
That girl got mad fans.
That would be the most watched halftime.
She got mad
That'd be insane.
fans.
It would bring in a lot of people that don't watch football.
She got booed.
Yeah.
She's the girlfriend of the enemy. That's it. That's all they need. Fuck you, boo.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. Like, they don't want her. You know, she's like America's princess and shit. Philly fans are ruthless. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, I think most people there were Philly fans.
You know who was over there? Fucking Chris from Stifling.
Oh, for
He
real?
hit me up saying he went out there.
Yeah, my boy Lee was out there.
Nah,
too.
that shit was mostly Philly fans, bro.
Yeah, I think
It was OD Philly fans. Like, that shit was... It felt like it was in Philly. The shit was crazy. Like, if you look at the crowd videos and people from TikTok, it's nuts how many people were, like, there from, like, Rock and Green.
Yeah.
You see videos from when they won the streets in Philly, like ripping off
Bro,
poles and stuff.
They went to
falling
City
off
Hall. I
poles.
found that shit so funny.
bro, that's people get people won't fucking do that shit for healthcare, but they'll do that shit when their team wins.
Yeah.
Their team wins and they're like, yo, we need a fucking riot. We need to take to the streets. That shit is funny, man.
I think seeing people fall off the poles is like the funniest thing.
Yo, somebody died from that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first video that got spread of the dude.
This year?
Yeah, when they made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the guy fell
When
off
they
the
won
top and he landed on his head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Young guy. Yeah, they be greasing the poles and shit so that when people try to climb them, they slide down. And there's videos of people trying to climb poles and just sliding. Like cartoon
That's pretty
shit.
fucking funny.
I can't do it properly, but
that's just
yeah,
pretty
man,
funny.
That's gonna do it for us, though, man. It was a quick one.
Oh yeah,
Just chopping it up.
Yeah, that's it for this week, man. We just recapping the fucking a time in American history.
Yep.
Super Bowl. What number Super Bowl was that?
I don't even know.
Yeah, Super Bowl number.
Super Bowl 2025. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Super Bowl 2025.
That's it. I think it was 51, right?
It was 50 something.
Turn your TV off.
Turn the TV off.
LIX, what is that?
LIX.
LIX. Sound like an
59?
airport.
59?
LIX.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm getting dropped off at the LIX.
Yeah.
I'm dropping. Man, can you pick me up from LIX?
How much to Midtown?
Liberty
from
International.
LIX?
Yeah.
There is no. That's LAX.
LA. Oh, there is. Oh, okay, LAX.
LAX.
That's why it sounded so damn good.
Yeah, the LIX.
That's why it sounded so natural.
That's
Is that 59?
maybe, bro.
Yo, bro, just LIX into regular numbers on Google.
You what's the L stand for?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking.
59.
59?
50, and then one before X.
I'm
is
terrible
9.
with Roman numerals. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't
X
know.
is 10, so one before is.
Yeah, it's 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Professor Matthew.
Yeah, I know how to, I never knew what that was a. So is there a Roman numeral for 100? We're gonna teach you something before we leave, guys.
It's gonna be X.
Cause I never knew the
X
Roman.
10 times.
Huh?
LL, I don't know.
Yeah, it gotta be
I'll
LL.
fuck around and write X 10 times.
LL Cool J is 100 Cool J. I never knew L stood for 50 in the Roman numerals. I never counted like that. I never C for 100.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
all right.
well, we won't be around to see that. To see that.
Yeah, until next week, guys. We'll fucking catch you. Thanks for watching and chopping it up with us, man.